fine Value Farm family, welcome back to another episode of The Farm. If you're new here, you are most welcome. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and also turn your notification bells. And of course, to all our returning subscribers, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys so much. Yes, it's a beautiful day, very sunny, hot in Napas. But of course, I'm really super excited to be here with my co-director. Say hello to them.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Grafton, co-director at Value Farm. As my partner mentioned earlier, we're over here in Napas.
Yes.
You might want to know why we're here. Last time we were in Nakasongola, we came to get goats. Well, it's not just goats in Nakasongola, we also have pigs.
The pigs.
So sometimes what you do as a farmer, when you have fellow farmers that are doing things the right way, it's always good to support one another. We tell you guys that all the time.
True.
So we guys know we primarily have Canberras at our farm.
Yes.
Some Hampshires, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted to get
Landraces.
we have Landraces, but we wanted to add some large whites.
Yes.
Because we have Landraces, of course we need large whites.
Yes, we
to
did.
keep making more.
Canberras.
So that's why we're here.
Yes.
The squirrel you're hearing in the back, these are the piglets that we're selecting. They're being weighed, measured, and tagged.
Yes.
And of course, you know, they're going to be quarantined for some time, and they're going to find themselves at Value Farm relatively soon. So we'll be adding more stock to what we have. We're very excited about that. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, what do you have to say?
I'm happy to be here. You know, this has become like home because we've come here like 2 or 3 times.
It's the 4th time.
This is, I think, the 4th time that we've been here, and we enjoy the pineapples. This is also, by the way, mixed farm. Like any other farmer out there, we always advise you guys not to put your eggs in one basket. So you have to try this and that if you can. So this farm here is really amazing. We've made friends with them. We are like, you know, partners with them because we recommend to them even other people. In case maybe we don't have some pigs, we recommend them to come and get from here because this is who we are. We are family. It's just amazing.
So guys, let me just tell you this, right? Quite often when you set off on a quest, you know, it's not how quickly you go.
That is true.
Who accompanies you on that quest. That's what makes it the most rewarding. Because you can climb Mount Kilimanjaro by yourself with nobody else there to witness it.
That is true.
You know you did it, but it's not quite the same if you have other people that are around you that you care about, that respect you and you respect, that actually share that journey with you.
Yes.
What we want to do at Value Farm is actually start a proper association to help out our micro farmers and our mid-sized farmers that are actually like-minded like us, that want to get to a certain level. Because most people, I think, have this whole farming thing wrong. They approach it as if they're a solo samurai, right? Out there on a solo mission. And in reality, you need to have a team, right?
That is so true.
In America, you know, if you're from the South, I always used to hear the saying, in order to raise a child, it takes a village.
A village.
Let's face it, in order to actually grow your farm,
that is true.
That too takes a village. Because you'll find that where you might not be your strongest, some of your partners within your association might be able to fill in a gap.
Yeah, true.
And the way you actually have the most strength is as a unit, right? Where you can come together and put your kgs together.
That is
and
true.
actually negotiate for better bargaining positioning. So that's what we're here doing. This is actually going to be one of our affiliated partners.
Yeah.
We've already been functioning in that capacity for quite some time.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we keep fostering that relationship. And there are other farmers that are not even in our district, but that are doing things the right way.
The right way.
That we want to partner with these guys so that we can grow as a unit. Everybody can get their piece of the pie. Because if you don't have 5,000 pigs, you're not going to be able to access the international market.
No.
You're not going to be able to negotiate for the best prices.
True.
But if you have 10 farmers, right, growing, or if you have 30 to 50 in that association, it's a lot easier.
It's really easy
to raise 1,000 pigs.
That is so true.
Versus trying to raise 3,000 yourself and 3,000 by somebody else to try to get you to that 10,000 mark. Right now, if you're able to, that's great. We are in Africa. Finances here, access to capital is always a challenge.
Yeah.
Because the reason we want to actually have this association is because as a unit, the goal is to actually build our own processing facility.
Because let's
face it, guys, we want to get rid of the middleman or the middle woman. You know, no one should come between a man and his pork.
That is so true.
We want to be able to breed. And we want to be able to do start to finish. And flexibility, when it comes to that, life is all about choices and options.
That is so true.
The more options you give yourself, you give your children, the better off they're going to be.
Yes.
So we feel the same way when it comes to what we're doing in farming, right?
Yeah, true.
Because now, as an organization, if you don't have the capacity to grow your pigs and finish them the right way, guess what? You're going to spend all that time, all the money, all the energy, and you're going to sell to somebody that's going to mark it up by like 300-400%.
Yes.
Well, we want to actually access that market ourselves as a team.
As a unit,
right?
Yes.
As a unit. So that's why we're here, you know? So if you're a serious farmer, you know, whether you're in Rwanda, whether you're here in UG,
in Kenya,
maybe you never know. And if you want to join us on this journey, or maybe you want to partner with us to actually open a proper meat packing facility to actually focus on pork.
That is true.
Right? Please reach out to us.
Join us.
Find us on the, you know, you can actually reach out to us on WhatsApp. You can email us at wevaluefarming626@gmail.com. And you could also message us on IG as well. So we need to talk.
We need to talk about that. And of course, this is not a competition, because most people really who rear pigs, who are farmers, some of them will be like, okay, I want to be better, I want to be like this. Yeah. It's not a competition. As a family, as a unit, when we come together, we are going to be sharing ideas. That is also another way of you improving on your breed. Sometimes if the other farmer is not performing better, you know, these other members will definitely advise.
Educating each other. We're going to be learning, we're going to be sharing best practices, and also the number one mishap for most farmers. Let me tell you guys, in my past life, I'm sorry to divulge in another topic, but this is kind of important. In my past lifetime, as a retired banker, I remember, you know, in the world of finance, the number one lesson I learned while I was there, you could have the most brilliant surgeon, you could have the world's top attorney. They went to school to specialize in those positions, right? But they didn't really go to school to become great businessmen and women. Because in medicine, when you're in medical school, right, you're only focusing on practicing medicine. You might take a business class here and there, but that's not the core function of that course. So being able to help educate our members so that we can empower them, not just monetarily, but with the knowledge. With the knowledge. How to properly operate and run their operation. That way, best practices is always the best way to go. Yeah. Because we have a lot of selfish farmers out there, let's face it, guys, and you might have ran into some of them. We're not that type. And the people we want to work with, that's why we always emphasize on like-minded individual, because we want to not just help ourselves, but help the entire region, help the community, and work with people who are serious about taking their local breeds to the next level, right? Getting out of the local breeds business. Local breeds, getting exotic into the international commercial market. So if you're out there, you're serious, we're here. That is true. Knowledge is power. In summary. So here's another thing I want you guys to think about too, right? You know, we always talk about farming, you know, it's just like a bicycle wheel. There's many spokes. Yeah. And at times, the reason we actually do mixed farming, you can actually have mixed enterprises. Yeah. You don't necessarily need to have different animals at your farm to be technically a mixed farmer. Because if you're rearing pigs and you're doing start to finish, and you're also doing genetic breeding, right, for enhancement for the region, you're not in the same business. Yep. You're in different businesses, and those are different enterprises, right? Yeah. So what I want you guys to think about right now, the reason this is so important, you can go and have the #1 in the top breeding program. But guess what? Some people in the region might not be able to afford your pure genetics. So how do you hedge your bet? How do you protect yourself and your bottom line in your farm? You have a section where you do pure genetics, and then you also have a section where you do start to finish. And if you are interested and you feel like you have the capacity, you can also grow and sell the piglets through your genetic program. That is true. And for those of you that are a bit more advanced, if you have the technology, you can also think about IA. Right? Yes. So, you know, there's a lot of options. I mean, you can utilize, you can
that is
access. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket. Even if you're in piggery.
Exactly.
Okay.
We preach this every time. Like, please try something else at least to support the other one. Sometimes the market for this is not available. The other one will help you support, at least help you run the farm as well. Because sometimes when you really stick to one thing and maybe there's a disease that has really come and you run out of business. So it's always good for you to always try something else as well.
Let me share this with you guys, right? Some of your favorite brands in the supermarket right now. You might go and you might find, those of you that are in the diaspora, you might find Organic Valley in America, which was my favorite milk. I've made that very clear many times, right? And then you have Shamrock, if you're in Maryland, DC, that area, right? Great dairy products. But a lot of these companies, the reason you know about them, right? Companies like Moink, companies like Fresh Direct, all those companies back home, right? Even here locally, in terms of Lotto, all of these, guess what?
Fresh Dairy.
Fresh Dairy. The reason you know about these companies is because they belong to massive associations. They have affiliated partners throughout the whole country.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and try to keep your little tiny piece of the pie for yourself. But if we really truly want to thrive, if you want to take your small and your micro operation to the next level, you can do that a lot quicker and a lot more efficient by working with like-minded partners that are dedicated and that are serious business people.
That is
true. You know? And one last tidbit I will leave you guys. If your pigs are taking 6 to 7 months plus to reach maturity, to the point where you can either slaughter or do whatever, guess what? You have the wrong breeds.
That is true.
Because anytime your pig is exceeding 5.5 months to 6 months in one day to get to your target weight, you do not have the right breeds. Give us a call. We'll steer you guys in the right direction.
Wow, that is really amazing. I can't add any more to that because this is already a long video, but we really appreciate you guys so much. If you're a farmer out there and you want to really join us, please just text us, call us as well on the numbers on the screen. We shall definitely be together so that we can be better farmers. We want everything to be better for the future, and future farmers are going to be millionaires. So guys, let's work hard.
Millionaires and billionaires. And again, please, if you don't want to be a farmer, you can still be a very, very important part of the supply chain. Because processing, meat packing, distribution, it's a massive, massive opportunity out there. So if you're watching this video, you in Australia, you in Germany, you in the US, you're sitting on a mountain of cash, inflation is killing everyone. You know, buying real estate right now is not quite the best move. You want to diversify your portfolio, reach out to us. We'll help guide you. Maybe there's an opportunity to have, you could do target partnership, right? Like basically, you know, you might not want to be a part of what we're doing as a farm. As a whole. But you might just want to invest, or you might want to partner with us in another aspect of what we're doing as farmers. It's here, it's wide open, it's available. Because let's face it, joint ventures is a very smart way to test the waters. You know, you dip both toes in before jumping in.
Okay. Wow, that is really so amazing, guys. Please go to our social media platforms. Follow us on Instagram, Value Farm UG, Facebook, Value Farm, TikTok, Value Farm UG. We have behind the scenes. If you want to see what Value Farm is actually doing, please go check us out, because we at least post their short clips and also educate you guys on what we are actually up to at Value Farm. But we appreciate you guys so much. Tell a friend to tell a friend, subscribe and like the video. Till next time, bye.